Welcome to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. My name's Valda Harris, and I'll be leading the meditation this morning. I invite you to notice that you are firmly seated, comfortably, as you open to this meditation. If it is comfortable for you, your feet are flat on the ground, your hands are open to receive, resting gently on your lap. I invite you to gently close your eyes, and with each breath, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. During this time, survey your body. Scan it slowly from head to toe, lovingly prodding to speak to you of its needs, releasing anything that feels tight, aware of any spots that may feel discomfort. Mentally massage the kinks out and bless your body as you go. In this meditation, you'll be taken in and out of the experience with my voice. You will go on a journey, but will always simultaneously be grounded to the earth. As you listen to my voice, I invite you to hear the I as yourself, my voice as your voice. We are one. I become aware of my breath, and in this conscious awareness of life breathing me, I take it in deeply and release it fully, filling every particle, wave, and space of my being with all the love that is eternally present for, with, in, and as me. Love, the great I am, is breathing me. Peace, the great I am, is breathing me. I am one with this eternal, ever-expanding, all-pervasive light. I pay attention to this awesome truth. I remember and notice it pulse in me, as me. I breathe. In this awareness of life, I allow each breath to reach deep into my being, down through my body, igniting it and lighting it from the top of my head and filling it to my feet and the tips of my toes, down through my heels and pads where my feet touch the earth, and down, down, down into the core of the earth, beautiful, life-giving star of which I am connected past the cellular level, past the molecular level, past form to the very essence of my being. I am one with her. My breath is her breath. My life is her life. My love is her love. Together, she and I breathe our deep sense of gratitude. Together, we breathe deep, tangible peace. Together, we breathe calm and poise. In quiet expectancy, we breathe. We breathe. In the stillness of my open heart, I rejoice in my oneness with the earth. My spirit dances in joy and reaches up towards the atmosphere of the glittering night sky. The stars invite me to play, and I realize that each one is another part of me. They are there, here and now, into infinity, glittering uniquely and diversely as planets, moons, suns, particles, pieces, spaces, and pure energy. I enter the infinity of space wearing garments of freedom, and as I dance to the music of the cosmos coming from within and without my awareness, I notice my light body as an incandescent, shimmering rainbow of pure color, expanding beyond our galaxy, filling and pulsing and changing with all the colors of life, all the colors of all that is, and they move before my vision like a living painting, ever changing, broadening, and including all that is as all that is, all that I am, all one. This is what I've always known. I am one with this infinite wholeness. I remember my beloved planet, glittering sapphire and emerald against the depths, her beauty and glowing love and invitation. I breathe in the sight of her. I love her so much. I love all that she is with all that I am. She is. I am. We are one. I remember my human self, and I know only love for it. I remember my human self, and I feel such awe of it. I remember my human self sitting and experiencing this journey on this chair, in this center with kindred spirits here and wherever they may be, sometimes grounded and strong, sometimes seemingly frail and vulnerable, always seeking, sometimes seeming to contract yet ever expanding, continuously ever becoming and remembering more of who and what we really are, glittering uniquely and diversely as our own manifestations of love and action. My love for all that is pervasive and pure. This love for all that is inexplicable, indescribable, and unaffected by seeming condition. And so I just let it be as truth. We are all part of this one. We are all whole as this one. One wholeness that is all that is. I am so grateful. I breathe. As I slide back into my consciousness of sitting in this chair or in this space on this floor, I feel myself supported in this human experience. I remember again, I am. I feel my feet firmly on the floor, still held by the earth, and I wiggle my toes. I feel my hands on my lap, and I wiggle my fingers. When I'm ready, I gently open my eyes and behold this shared divinity in the eyes of my fellow travelers. I see and know first cause, limitless, changeless, timeless, conscious expression. I see and know life as all that it is, perfect, complete, in infinite intelligence. I see and know one peace within whom all life lives, moves, and has its being. I see and know the one invisible whole, love.
Well, I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Don't you know that I'm walking, talking with my mind set on spirit? I'm walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. I'm walking, talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Don't you know that I'm singing and I'm praying with my mind set on spirit? I'm singing and praying with my mind set on spirit. I'm singing and praying with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, oh, well, I'm a teaching and I'm preaching with my mind set on spirit. I'm teaching and preaching with my mind set on spirit. I'm teaching and I'm preaching with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I tell you, there ain't no harm keeping your mind set on spirit. Well, there ain't no harm to keep your mind set on spirit. No, there ain't no harm to keep your mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, oh, well, woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Set on spirit.
If you were not up on your feet dancing to that, wow, then you were not really listening. Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to see you, or not see you, but know you are out there, and because we do know that you're out there. And thank you so much for joining us this morning at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. If you are new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center here. And if you are new to our teaching called The Science of Mind, I'll explain that we are a teaching. I don't call it a religion. It's kind of a philosophy. It's a way of life. And we are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that there are as many paths to enlightenment as there are people on this earth. So if what you hear today resonates with you, that's wonderful. Yay, that's what we like to hear. But maybe it's not quite your cup of tea. That's okay, because we know that everyone is here to express their own divine selves and to understand their own divinity in their own way. So wherever you are welcome here. Thank you for choosing to be with us today. A couple things before we get into the actual service is, because we are doing all of this, I just learned a new phrase. Instead of live stream, we're doing love stream. Isn't that good? I love it. That was the invention of our tech guy, Jason Owens. He puts welcome to the love stream, and I was like, I love that. So awesome. So because we are doing everything via love stream, and we don't have an audience here, we really love to hear from you. In the chat, if you are on Facebook, we like to hear where you're from. If something reaches you or like thrills you, like that song just did, let us know about it, because we really do look at those comments. So we want to know where you're tuning in from, and we want to know how you're feeling and how things are landing for you. It's really very rewarding for us. So I'll just let you know that. I think that's all I've got to say about that. Oh no, one more thing. Sorry about that. You may not know that, but we actually start this love stream at 10 o'clock with a meditation. We had our meditation this morning with Valda Harris, one of our newly licensed practitioners, and it was just wonderful. So if you aren't aware of that, you can join us at 10 for about a 15-minute meditation. Then we take a break, but we still stay online. And then we start our service at 10:30. So you're absolutely welcome to join us with that as well. So we are going to start out today's service by singing what we call our Kong song. I call it I Am a Light, but I think that's the wrong name of it. I think it's called A Light in This World.
I think so too.
Okay, anyway, by Donna Michael. So we're going to sing that together.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine
Y'all are shining. I can see you from here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, our band. And a few things I want to kind of give you the heads up on. Remember when we used to meet in person? And remember when we used to stay afterwards and have coffee and chat and go to lunch and all those other kinds of things that we haven't been able to do for 10 months? So we're going to start doing that again, kind of, sort of. We're still going to be on our love stream. Actually, this is going to be via Zoom. And starting next Sunday, I know some people looked for it last week and we weren't there. Starting next Sunday at about 11:45. So, start tuning in around 11:45. We'll probably really get started around noon. And it's just going to be a chat. Hey, what'd you get out of the talk? Hey, how you doing? Da, la, 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 getting a cup of coffee and just chatting with one another after service. I'm going to start it out for the first several weeks anyway, and then I'm going to start enlisting our practitioners, our board members, other people who might want to host it, and we'll just kind of have it be a time that we can get together and see how that works for everybody. Because, gosh, we do love one another, and we do continue to come together with all of the offerings that we have. So our weekly offerings are the Consciousness Seekers, which are starting again tomorrow night. Yay! Facilitated with Ron Hahn. This is a group that's been going on for quite a while, and but that don't let that deter you from coming, because everybody is welcome. There's no specific book they're using right now, just an opportunity to come together with like-minded people and begin to dive down into consciousness. It's wonderful. Ron is a masterful facilitator. So come and join us. That's Monday nights. All of the information that I'm giving you, the Zoom codes, everything is on the website or on the newsletter. Incidentally, I know some of you were trying to get on last week and our website was down, but it's back up again. So you'll be able to get all that information. On Wednesdays at noon, Coffee with Dr. Pat. Once again, just a nice little group of people. It started out when we first started isolating, and we've just kept it together. Everybody is welcome. We have people from all over the place. Come and join us at noon, Mountain Standard Time on Wednesdays. The Thursday meditation by our ministers and practitioners. Beautiful service. Just a kind of a way of having a touchstone kind of midweek. Sunday's worn off, maybe Monday, like that, and just like, oh golly, I gotta get through the rest of the week. This is just a nice touchstone. It's really beautiful, quite gentle. So everybody's invited to that. And then our saging circles for people 60 and above. This is facilitated by Sandra and Neil Butler, and that's a group that is just going like gangbusters. So if you want to partake of wisdom and also impart wisdom on Saturday mornings, if you are of a sage or of elder, go ahead and join that group. And once again, all the information is on the website or in the newsletter. So what we're going to do now is have our healing moment, our more sacred time, as we get rid of the announcements and everything else, and we start to step into that time of openness. So what's going to happen is Amy is going to lead us in a beautiful chant, and then our practitioner of the day, Valda Harris, will give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I just invite you to go within. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you.
Love is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am. Love is, I am right here,
There is one power, one infinite source, first cause. This power, this energy, this source is love. It is peace. It is prosperity, abundance, vitality. It is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. This power, this love, this force is everywhere all at once, right where I am, right where everyone and everything is, flowing to, through, as all that is. This power, this love, this source knows only good. It is life. And I know that I am a manifestation of this source, of this divine energy, of this life. That it is forever pouring itself through, to, in, and as me. That I am a drop in the ocean of all that is, this divine energy, this love. And I know that as this is true for me, it is true for everyone and everything, that we are connected as one through this divine thread of connection that is always there within everything and every one of its creations. And I know that it is with each one of us today, here and now, as we connect in mind, in spirit, in heart, and with the great love that's emanating from us as it at all times. I know that as we enter into this service today, that we serve ourselves and one another through our great opening to the realization of who and what we are, and who and what we are as we mean to one another. And with ease and grace, we allow these gifts of divine to flow through us, blessing everything and everyone in their path. As we open today, we open not only to the realization of this great and awesome truth, but into the wonder of our enjoyment of one another. We open ourselves not only to the message, but to the laughter, the gift and service of the music, and the profound message that I know each one of us will go away with. I am so grateful for this truth. I release this word into the law, knowing it is done as spoken. And so it is.
Love is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Amy and Steph, for the music. Thank you, Valda, for wonderful treatment. I could just stay in bliss the rest of the morning. How about you? One of the things that we have done when we were in person, and we've continued to do it as we've gone to Love Stream, is to repeat our vision and mission statement, because it reminds us why we gather on Sundays. It reminds us why we are part of this teaching, why we are part of this center. So I invite you to join with me in saying the vision and mission statements together. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. How do they used to say, from your mouth to God's ear? A world that works for everyone. I believe that's happening, and I believe that's why it feels kind of not working right now, because the stuff that needs to fall away is falling away. I believe it. I hold to that truth. You better believe it. One of the ways that we do this is through our mission. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. We're going to talk about inclusivity in just a little bit, but we are an inclusive community. We welcome everybody, whoever you are. We love you. We see you. We know you. So, our music. This is the highlight of my week, is getting to hear this band. And that's all I got to say about them. Please welcome our amazing band led by Amy Bishop, with vocals, music director Oliver Miguel is our band leader and instrumentalist. We've got Steph Chapman on keys, Luis Tovar on percussion, and Lisa Jacobs on bass. Give them a hand.
I'd rather stand on the edge of a cliff, hang my toes over a bit, and then jump when they dare me, even if it scares me and I get hurt. I'd rather build my wings on the way down, do my best not to fall to the ground, and then laugh at my mistakes, 'cause each one's a lesson I learned. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul, and love like a fire that's out of control, and laugh and dance and fall and chant and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. Well, I guess I could just play it safe and forget about love, hope, and faith, with my eye on the shoreline, keeping my boat tied, staying home. Oh, but I'll never discover new lands if I'm keeping my feet on the sand. No, I'd rather set sail and get carried away by the storm. I'd rather burn with desire in my soul and love every drop out, no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. I would rather risk. I'd rather burn with desire in my soul and love like a fire that's out of control. Live my whole life with a sense of abandon. Squeeze every drop out, no matter what happens, and not wonder what I miss. Oh, I just can't resist the chance to risk. Oh, to live and love and laugh and dance and fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather live and love and laugh and dance, fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather risk.
Yowza. Yowza. Oh, I know y'all are cheering at home because that was really something. Thank you so much. In the chats, people kept saying, oh, I love this song. This is my favorite song. Or one of my favorite songs. Or, you know, how do you choose? Seriously, how do you choose? How would you choose that? But that one ranks right up there. Could you get my thing for me? Thank you. Thank you. That used to be Luis's job, but he quit. He quit. Oh, boy. What a way to start the day. Thank you. You all can't see this, but Amy's mask says define naughty. We know the answer to that. So, here, okay. Would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath and release. And again. And one more time, please. I've said this before, but breathing together is not only does it get us kind of on the same plane, but breathing together, you know, the word inspire means to breathe in. Expire and inspire. So when we breathe together, we are inspiring with one another. How cool is that, eh? So you may see that my talk title is there in front of you. And, you know, we all know the phrase, right? Curiosity killed the cat. Okay, yeah. It comes from the idea that cats are just very naturally curious. And if you ever have cats, you know that this is true with Christmas trees and things like that. But you know, they often get themselves into very precarious positions. Here's one of them. This cat somehow has gotten itself caught up in some sort of a tube because it was curious, no doubt. And then You have this cat that I don't even know what it's in, but I'm sure it was curious. And then, of course, we've got this guy here who has somehow gotten himself caught up in the closet with the hangers. So they're just curious. What we can say, curiosity killed the cat. So the implication of that phrase, curiosity killed the cat, is that being curious is somehow kind of a bad thing that's going to get us into trouble. And it even gets exacerbated or borne out even more if you watch movies, you read books, TV shows, that type of thing. Because, the hero or the heroine is always getting themselves in trouble for snooping or for going someplace that they're not supposed to do. So if the phrase is true, and it has to be true because entertainment tells us that it's true, then we should keep our curiosity in check and never, ever, ever want to find out anything more about anything. Or maybe not. Maybe curiosity is one of our God-given human faculties that allows us to learn and grow and evolve. And without it, we would probably still end up living in the dark ages or in our caveman time. Because the truth is, curiosity, that need to know more, is responsible for all of the great inventions, writings, art, music that we enjoy came from a sense of how much more, what more, what more. Curiosity stimulated all the scientific discoveries, the spiritual beliefs, the philosophies that humankind has used to try to understand the universe and our place in it. In fact, Albert Einstein said this: "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. One cannot help but be in awe when he contemplates the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little of this mystery every day." So as spiritual beings, having a human experience, and that's what we are designed to have a sense of curiosity and the desire to discover and know more. So y'all know I'm a bit of I was just going to call myself a nerd. I'm a word nerd. Okay, without question, one of my favorite things to do is look up the meaning of words in the dictionary and to find out what its etymology and where did it come from and all that other kind of stuff. I'm a nerd. I know that. So I looked up the word curiosity and I wanted to find the synonyms for that. See if any of them sound familiar to you. And you know what's interesting? They both have positive and negative connotations. So curious, inquisitive, inquiring, snooping. Interested, questioning, probing, and nosy. Those are actual definitions, or actually synonyms from the dictionary. But somehow I doubt that Einstein or Galileo or Michelangelo or Da Vinci or Stephen Hawking were ever accused of being snoopy or being nosy. What they were probably considered to be inquisitive and maybe a little odd, because, super curious people, we like to burrow in there. So, you know what, maybe a little odd. But what I know about all of these, any of our great curiositors, I just made that word up. Is that good? That was a good word. Of our great curiositors led them to great discoveries that have advanced our world forward. In fact, Einstein also said this: "I am neither especially clever nor especially gifted. I am only very, very curious." Cool, hey? So that leads us back to today's talk. Curiosity killed the blank. So let me tell you where this all came about. Share with you every week. I'm always paying attention to ideas that I can turn into talks. And after the deadly domestic terrorism in the United States a couple of weeks ago, I needed to remind myself of what I knew to be true, and that is that love prevails. Love prevails. Lovely prevails, even in the face of its seeming opposite. So the day after the insurrection, when the whole world, you know how in Star Wars, when Obi-Wan Kenobi said there's a disturbance in the Force? Yeah, that's what it felt like. There just felt like there was a disturbance in the Force after that. I needed something. So I attended several calming, peaceful events. I went to our Thursday night meditation, which was so lovely, led by Sabrina. I just needed to kind of immerse myself in remembering my truth. And one of the things that I attended was a peace vigil that was being conducted by my friend and colleague, Reverend Michelle Wadley, who lives in New Jersey. And Reverend Michelle talked about staying curious even now, especially now. Because she said genuine curiosity can lead to non-judgment. In other words, if we take the time to be curious and we explore why people might be feeling the way they do, we may not be as judgmental about their choices. So the first modification of our curiosity phrase is curiosity killed the judgment. Because if we're so stuck in our beliefs that we are unwilling to explore someone else's that is different than ours, then maybe we are just as stagnant as we think they are being. So it could be something as simple as, and this takes a lot of courage, folks, but it could be something as simple as, tell me more about what you believe in this situation. And then shut up and listen. Because if we are willing to be curious, if we are willing to ask questions, not to change anybody's mind, but simply to understand, it brings about growth. It brings about expansion, not only for yourself, but for the other person as well. It creates a safe space in which to express. And it doesn't mean we have to agree with them. I have done this many times recently with people who think differently than I do. And I don't agree with them, but I want to learn. Tell me more. Tell me more about what you believe. So we don't have to agree with them. We don't have to condone their behavior. There's no condoning about what happened a couple of weeks ago. We also don't have to put up with anger or abuse if that's how somebody is expressing themselves. But asking and listening can lead to understanding, which can lead to empathy, which could possibly lead to compassion. You might even learn something that you didn't know before, either about the person or about the situation. Which brings us to our second modification of the phrase, curiosity killed the ignorance. Now, don't be all get your you-know-what in a twist here. Okay, don't. I have hackles. Don't let your hackles get up or your feelings get hurt, because we've been taught that the word ignorance is a terrible insult. But it really isn't. Ignorance simply means a lack of knowledge or a lack of information. For instance, before I came into this teaching, and many of you know my story, I was completely ignorant of the workings of the law of cause and effect. Therefore, I was a perpetual victim of people, places, circumstances, and things. I was always being done to by others. I didn't yet know that I was cause to my own experience. I was ignorant as to how I was creating these situations and these patterns over and over and over again. But then I came into a teaching like this that encourages curiosity, and I became more curious. I began studying, and I learned that I was co-creator in my life, not a victim. Not a victim. I learned that my thoughts are powerful, and then I can use them to attract experiences that I like in my life, just as I had used my same powerful thoughts unknowingly to draw unpleasant circumstances into my life. And the more curious I became to see how far I could take this, to see if it went beyond parking spaces, the more my life began to change for the better. Well, Walt Disney had something to say about this. He said, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. I just love that. Curiosity done in a respectful manner allows us to learn more about people, about their beliefs, about their cultures, their religion. And once we learn more about other people and their beliefs, the less ignorant we are. And the less ignorant, remember, ignorant is not an insult, it just means not knowledgeable. The less ignorant we are, the more we are open. My sister Peggy, many of you know Beth because she's a practitioner, but Peggy is a smart cookie in her own right, and she is an absolute master of this. Peggy never knew a stranger in her life. She spent her entire career in human resources, interviewing people for jobs for a big bank in California. So she has this natural curiosity for finding out about people. For instance, if she's someplace, we've gone someplace, and she hears someone speaking in a foreign language, she approaches them very respectfully, and she says something along the lines of, say, would you be willing to settle a bet for us? My sister thinks you're speaking Russian, but I think it's Slovakian. Which one of us is right? And she does it in a very open-hearted way. And what she has found, what we have observed, is that people are very pleased to talk about themselves, where they're from, what it is they believe, that type of thing. If they sense that you are genuinely curious, they will open up. If you make it something that is safe. So it is absolutely acceptable to ask people questions, to explore, based on the fact that we no longer want to be ignorant. We want to understand. And when we come from that mindset, then the questions are received in the spirit of curiosity and mutual respect. Which leads me to our third modification of our phrase, curiosity killed the separation. I've heard it said that the greatest disservice that religion has done to humankind is to perpetuate the idea that we are somehow separate from God. Whatever you choose to call that. That He, although Valda, I loved in your meditation when you referred to she. That was just lovely. But, you know, what we have been taught, most of us in the Judeo-Christian background, the Abrahamic religions, most of us were taught that God He is some anthropomorphized being that's sitting up there in heaven and looking at us like we're worms of the earth and we're unworthy and we are in need of extreme punishment for arbitrary sins. And that myth was cultivated by the powers that be as a means of controlling the masses. In other words, keep them in fear, keep them in ignorance, and they'll do what we say. This was made even more heinous, and I'm using that word deliberately because it's a heinous word. Made more heinous by the idea that only certain people could attain salvation by following another arbitrary set of rules and regulations that were laid down by the powers that be. So not only do we have separation between humankind and the life force energy from which we come, but we also have separation from one another. You don't look like me. You don't speak like me. Your skin is a different shade. Your hair is different than mine. Your eyes are lighter or darker than mine. You pray differently than I do. You root for the different team. You voted for the wrong person. It's like this. Many of you have seen this on social media, but I just love it. You've got the two groups, and they're yelling at us and them, and they're pointing and all this other kind of stuff, and then it pulls back a little bit, and then it pulls back a little bit more, and then it shows Earth, and they're just like, and then it shows a little bit further until finally it's just a planet, and all you see is a little blip. This is what's going on for us right now. This is what's happening, is that we think that we're separate from one another, and we are not. We are all part of one another. And no, it's not just my hippy-dippy religion coming in, although kind of, yeah. This is born out of science. And those that are curious enough to delve into what the universe is actually made of, and what they have discovered is that the universe and everything in it is made of the same stuff. That underneath all the differences, the people and the plants and the animals and the rocks and the space and the air and the stars and the planets and the galaxies, it is all the same thing. You could call it energy or quantum foam or ether or star stuff. That's what Carl Sagan called it. It is all the same substance when you get down to the very basic level. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, talked about this when he wrote the book almost 100 years ago. It's old-fashioned language, I realize it, but it's good. He says here, everything is of the one ultimate substance. All substance is as indestructible as God, for it is all God. God's center is everywhere, and its circumference is nowhere. And from that sameness comes all the beautiful variety that we see and experience. So as evolving beings, our job, our privilege, I like that better, is to activate our curiosity and look for and celebrate the differences, while still knowing that we are not separate, but rather we are simply unique and sacred. Each of us. Each of us. Do I need to say that once more for emphasis? All of us, yes, even them. So there you have it. Several ways that curiosity changes the way we see things. It lifts us out of the world of judgment and ignorance and separation. So I encourage all of us as we face another week of uncertainty, differences of opinion, possible instability. I encourage all of us to allow our sincere, genuine, and divine curiosity to stay right there, right in the forefront. Ask the questions, listen, see the sameness. Be curious. Learn, grow, understand. So use our curiosity to lift us to a greater understanding, to love, and to peace. Thank you for being here today. I love you. I miss you so much. I do. I miss you so much. And so it is. You're going to love this next song. I think we were right to do a little switcheroony on those. That felt right. Oliver, would you? Thank you. So please, once again, welcome the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living Band. They go by the Hopeless Sinners. I call them the Hopeful Angels.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sky knows when it's time to snow. No need to teach a seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Life is like a gift, they say, wrapped up for you every day. Hold up and find the way to give some of your own. Isn't it remarkable? Like every time a raindrop falls, it's just another ordinary miracle today. Birds in winter have their flame, make it home again by spring. It's just another ordinary miracle today. When you wake up every day, please don't throw your dreams away. Hold them close to your heart, 'cause we are all a part of the ordinary miracle. The ordinary miracle. Ordinary miracle. Do you want to see a It seems so exceptional. Life just works out after all. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sun comes up and shines so bright, but disappears again at night. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Ooh. miracle today. Floaty, floaty.
Somebody in the comments called me a sparkly tiger. That made me laugh. Whoever that was, thank you. That made my day. Did you give it up for the band? Yes? All right. Wow, I kind of lost where I was. The sparkly tiger spaced out. Okay. Oh, God, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this is the time that I talk about how you can support the center. Always by showing up. Always by leaving your comments. That's wonderful. We love it, love it, love it. And we also love financial contributions as well. We have expenses that are continuing to go on even though we are not physically meeting together on a regular basis. So you can send an e-transfer to office@calgarycsl.org. That's probably the simplest in Canada. E-transfer has become very, very a normal way of doing things. And so you can do that, office@calgarycsl.org. If you happen to be in the States or you don't want to do an e-transfer, you can go on our website and use the PayPal. That works very well as well. So does sending checks. We still get checks. Yay! We love checks to our address. Or you can call the office. Our wonderful cat is back from medical leave. I'm so happy. Oh my golly, I finally am sleeping because I'm sorry. I used to be a pretty good administrator, but yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. So, Kat, I'm super happy you're back. Call her. She's lovely. You can give her your information, credit card information. Sign up for Conscious Giving, which is our way of you are giving on a regular basis, and it just comes out of your account. And that's really works really well for us because that helps us with our budgeting as well. So if you want to be part of Conscious Commitment, go ahead and give Kat a call and get that signed up. So why don't we say our conscious giving affirmation together, even though we aren't passing a basket? Let's do it because it sets something in consciousness. So let's say this together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed. And so it is. And so it is. So, Amy, how can we do I Thank Curiosity? For everything. Yep.
Try it.
We'll try it.
It'll be fun. I'm curious to see how it'll go. I thank curiosity for everything. 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 I thank love 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 for everything. Yeah. I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything.
Woohoo! That was super fun. You were just waiting for that, weren't you? Okay. So I'm going to make a special request. I do this sometimes. Actually, you can send your love and blessings to anybody or anything that you want. But if you're kind of casting about and you don't know what that is, would you please send it to the United States for a peaceful transition of power. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's get that going. Let's get it going. And on a count of 3, we're going to send it. Peaceful transition of power. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. I love you. Sparkly tiger out. And so it is.
I got the power, and I love with all my might. I got the power, and I'm bringing on the light. I got the power, and all I've got to do is be. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful me. I got the power, and I get stronger every day. I got the power, and it's in everything I say. I got the power, as mighty as the sequoia tree. I got the power. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful me. You see that I can take to the sky on Phoenix wings. From the ashes I will fly. I cannot separate myself from the beauty that I see. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful me. I got the power, and I see you got it too. I got the power, oh, it's in everything I do. I've got the power, shining on all humanity. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful me. You see that I can take to the sky